Okay, today we have English class and we will learn about saying goodbye and some grammar. Why do we wave? We wave to say goodbye, right? In this lesson, you will say goodbye to Ben and Meg. Remember Baba, Ben and Meg? You've read too many stories about them. You will also add endings to verbs to make them singular or and plural. Singular يعني بس واحد. Plural يعني more than one. Like if I say apple, apple is singular. What is the plural of apple? Apples. Same with, let's say, pen. Pen is singular. Singular يعني I have only one pen. Plural of pen is pens. Too many pens. And read sight words and vocabulary. Last, you will put subjects and verbs together so that they agree. This part we call it subject-verb agreement. We will come to it. So in grammar, if the subject is singular, subject means يعني شيء. Subject like a pen, it's a subject. A car is a subject. A table, subject. TV, subject. Mobile phone. All of these are subject. So if I talk about a subject which is singular, يعني I have only one, the verb has to agree with it. يعني when I say the table, okay, let's continue. There are many examples. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. يعني if I say this pen writes nicely. See, I used S. Okay, let me write it for you. It will be much better. This pen writes nicely. خلينا أكبرها. This pen writes nicely. Okay, where is my subject? It's the pen. Is it singular or plural? It is singular. One pen. So where is the verb? شنو يعني verb؟ يعني الأكشن، يعني شنو اللي دا يصير. البن يكتب، يعني هو الverb يعني شنو دا يصير، شنو دا نسوي. This pen writes nicely. Why I didn't put write? Is this a correct sentence? This pen writes nicely. No, because singular subjects requires S in their verbs. If I say these pens write nicely. Now, my subject, which are the pens, are now plural, يعني more than one. If I have plural, the verb, which is write, should be without S. يعني أبو دا فهمك إياها بابا بالعقل. يعني لما نحط singular pen اللي هو السبجكت، السنجولر ما يحتاج اس، بس الفيرب مال السنجولر writes، هذا الفيرب هذا يحتاج اس. يعني الفيرب عكس السبجكت. السبجكت لما يكون singular ما يحتاج اس، بس الفيرب اللي استخدمه للسبجكت إذا كان singular يحتاج اس. افتهمت يا بابا؟ والبلورال بالعكس. pens plural للسبجكت. Right. So the verb for plural doesn't require s. So pens write. اوكي، هذا شرح يعني لها. خلينا نشوف الفيديو شلون يشرحوه. We call this Baba, subject-verb agreement. See, subject-verb agreement. يعني the agreement يعني لازم يتفقون سوا. So the subject, the form of the subject has to agree with the verb. Let's watch the video carefully.
The dogs chases the cat. That sentence sounds funny. The word dogs is the subject of the sentence. It is plural because there is more than one dog. Plural verbs don't have an S on the end.
See? Before the sentence, it was
More
wrong. Before they wrote it, the dogs, which is the subject, is plural now, chases. The verb of this sentence also has S, which is wrong because dogs are plural. It should not have S.
than one dog. Plural verbs don't have an S on the end.
See, now they removed the S. Now this sentence is correct. The dogs chase the cat.
If the subject of the sentence is plural, the verb has to be plural also. The dogs chase the cat. The word dogs is plural, and the word chase is plural. The subject and verb in a sentence must agree. They is in the kitchen.
See, is this sentence, Baba, correct? They is in the kitchen? It sounds funny, right? What's the correct? How do I correct this sentence?
This sentence sounds funny too. To be verbs must also agree. The word is a singular to be verb.
So is also a verb. We call it to be verb. Is and are, they are to be verbs.
The word are is a plural to be verb.
Is a singular to be verb. Are is a plural to be verb.
Since more than one person is
So we said they. So more than one person. شوفي هذول. هذا تومية بس بشعر. Okay.
in the kitchen, the to be verb should be are.
They are in the kitchen. Now this sentence is correct.
They are in the kitchen. That sounds much better. My teacher want me to understand.
Okay. Can you tell me, Rose, what's the mistake in this sentence? My teacher want me to understand. Where is the subject of this sentence? It is teacher. Where is the verb? Want. It is teacher, not teachers. So it is only one singular subject. So what do I have to do with the verb if my subject is singular? The teacher wants me. So if I want to correct this sentence, I'd say my teacher wants me because the verb has to have S if the subject is singular.
That sentence sounds funny. We only have one teacher, so the verb must be singular. The word want is not the singular form of the word. My teacher wants me to understand.
See, when they added the S, now this sentence is correct. My teacher wants me to understand.
I get it. Plural subjects usually end in an S or ES, but plural verbs do not. Singular verbs usually end in an S or ES.
See, this is what I explained to you earlier. Plural subjects. Now, if it's plural, means more than one, it needs to end with S or ES. Now, where to use S or where to use ES depends on the subject, how it is spelled. Now, plural verbs do not end with S and ES. So if I use a plural verb, it should not end with S or ES. وبالعكس للsingular subjects. Singular subjects do not end with S or ES, but the singular verbs end with S or ES.
The subject and verb in a sentence should agree.
Is this sentence correct, Rose? Do the subject. First of all, where is the subject here? Apple. Where is the verb? Taste. So apple, it's only one apple. It's a singular subject. Now, this is correct. But the verb taste, we said if it's a singular verb, because apple, which is the subject, is singular, taste has to have S. So the apple tastes good.
The apple tastes good. The subject and verb does not agree. The apple tastes good.
See, after they added the S to the verb, now it's correct.
The bird are singing.
Is this a correct sentence? The bird, one bird only, are. It's a plural to be verb. So is it correct? No. The correct one is the bird is singing.
That subject and verb don't agree. The bird is singing.
Now they agree.
Don't worry, this is a confusing topic. You'll have a lot of opportunity to practice this week.
Okay, let's continue. Adding S to verbs. You add an S to many nouns to make the plural form, but you add an S to many verbs to make the singular form. Let's look at the verb play. It is easy to turn play into plays. You simply add S to the end of the word. However, Rose, sometimes you add an E before you add the S. It depends on the word. Now, here this is the rule. If the verb ends in IN, S, CH, SH, O, X, or Z, add an E before you add the S. So if any verb ends with these words, you have to add E. For example, teach. Teach ends with CH. So if I want to add S, I cannot add only S, I have to add ES. Teach, teaches. Sometimes you have to change the word itself. For example, fly, if I want to add S to fly, I have to remove the Y and add and put instead of Y. Fly, then add ES. If the verb ends with Y and a vowel comes before the Y, just add S. However, هنا شنو الفرق؟ U is one of the vowels. Remember last year I taught you what are the vowels. Vowels are A, U, E, O. Okay, those are the vowels. So here, fly, the letter before fly is not a vowel. It's L, a regular letter. So if I have a Y at the end of the sentence and before it there is not a vowel letter, I have to remove the Y, add I, then ES. However, a word like buy, Y has a vowel before it, which is U. So I will just add S at the end. Now روز يعني هاي الشغلات شو تحفظيهم يعني حفظ يصير الموضوع شو وقت with practice you will know when to add S or when to add S or when to remove the Y and add IES. So with practice you will know these things. Verbs. Okay, now this just a practice. Let us practice here. She blank the bill. Now, the subject is she, or the noun in this case. She. It's only one person, right? So, the verb has to agree. We have to add s, right? Is it pays? Pays? Which one is correct? It is this one. Why? Because the Y has a vowel, which A before it. So I just add S. Pat, فراغ, the dog. Wash, washes, 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 washes. We said if the verb ends with sh, I have to add e then s. So here, my verb ended with sh. So the correct one, I have to add e then s. See, this is what I'm saying. You have to practice these things to memorize them. Mom blank to the store on Mondays. Goes, goes, goes. Easy. This one. Same, because it is ending with O. So I have to add ES. He blank the car too fast. Pushes, pushes, pushes. We said if my verb ends with sh, I have to add e before s. The baby blank all the time. Cries, cries, cries. Tris. So we said if the word ends with y and before y there is no vowel, I have to remove the y, add I, then es. So cries. Nice. Next. Okay, let's learn about today's sight words. Cold.
cold,
5. Number 5. Those are easy. It's.
its,
You are holding its wheels. Pull. Pull يعني يسحب. Pull. Sleep. You know sleep. Upon.
upon,
You can wish upon a star. Which.
which,
Which shirt should I wear؟ يعني أي واحد. Write. Write يعني يكتب. So again, my sight words for today. Before, cold, 5, it's, pull, sleep, upon, which, right. Here we have a story. Read it, Baba. You have to practice reading. صار زمان مقارية. So read the story. This story talks about Ben and Meg. That this is the end of their stories. We will not have more stories for Ben and Meg. And the writing. I will review the homework with you later. بابا شوفي المحاضرة هاي مالتي الدرس على اليوتيوب حاولي تفتهميه and try to practice